어떻게 만들어?
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through. 'Cause we only want what's best for you. when I'll be coming home. I plan to let you know the longing of my heart, the wish I carry high. Whenever we're apart, it takes me through the night, and I look deep into your eyes. When I look deep into your eyes. I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in more conversations of. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I Kept on playing my part, wanting to give
좀
it, cause
맛있다.
nothing was changing.
훨씬 맛있다.
But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every